Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale. If you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure.
You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut.
So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Outside on a beautiful sunny day. Except it's not summer or spring, it's the middle of winter, and we got about a foot of snow here in upstate New York. You can see my car is like, the snow line comes up pretty far to it. So anyways, on with the beer. We are drinking Firestone-Walker's Velvet Merlin Oatmeal Stout, a 12-ounce bottle, 5.5% ABV, and the label's pretty cool. It has like a bear and a lion getting ready to have a boxing match or something. I don't know what's up with that. I've heard a lot of good things about Firestone-Walker. They're out of Paso Robles, California. Can't get their stuff here in New York. Yeah, this was sent to me from Ryan 𝗏𝗏𝗃 Jr. In a trade I did with him recently, so thanks Ryan for the beer. On the name, a little trivia or factoid or whatever, it was originally called Velvet Merkin, and they changed it to Merlin because they didn't bottle it until recently, and I guess I just want to preemptively avoid any controversy. If you don't know what a merkin is basically, it's a toupee of, instead of going on your head, it goes on your pubes. And it's like, the history of it is like, you know, prostitutes would shave their pubes so they wouldn't get crabs or whatever. And but they would put a merkin on so that the John wouldn't know that they had herpes or crabs or whatever. So you know, like the equivalent of this, I guess what they're trying, this is some kind of sexual innuendo, and it's saying that this beer, I guess, is as smooth as licking, well, you know what. Anyways, enough talking, more pouring. I can smell it already. It smells pretty good. I probably don't need a tulip for a beer this, you know, quote-unquote small, but I mean, this is why I love a tulip. You get a nice fat head on it, and even here in the sun, I'm not seeing, it looks black. I do see a little ruby red down here. And I got a 2.5, 3 finger head there. Still got a little bit more left in the bottle. It's a dark tan, kind of frothy, creamy kind of head. Smells really good. I mean, it smells like a typical oatmeal stout. It reminded me a lot of Samuel Smith's oatmeal stout. It's the kind of chocolate, kind of coffee, and kind of just like an oatmeal kind of smell to it. Smells sweet. I wouldn't call it like super roasty. It definitely smells more that it's gonna be on the sweeter side than like the more bitter roasty side. So let's give it a try. Yeah, well, it definitely lives up to its name. I mean, the first thing I noticed as soon as it hit my tongue was it was velvety smooth. So the name is accurate, I'd say. It's not fizzy. You know, it's like a nice kind of creamy texture. It's like a nice gentle sweetness across the beginning and middle. On the back end and in the aftertaste is when you get the more roasty notes. I am noticing it's roasty, but not like super intense. It's not that bitter of a beer. Nice sweetness, a little bit of chocolate in there. But as far as I know, it's not made with any added chocolate to it. It's chocolatey flavors and coffee flavors just tend to come from the usage of different types of malts and how, if they toast them or roast them or just throw them in there, you know. Drinkability on it is nice. I mean, like I said, it's, you know, lives up to its name. It's velvety smooth. So you can slug this right down. Yeah, it's nice. Nice consistent flavor. Like, you know, I'm about halfway through here, and flavor's not petering out. It's not getting more bitter or watery or anything like that. Consistency makes for a good beer. Yeah, so for the final grade for the Firestone-Velvet Merlin, I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. It's, kind of bordering on a 9. It's not quite, and I might give it a 9 if I was grading it on a curve because, for such a, quote-unquote small beer, it's has the, the intensity, the robustness of a bigger beer. And it has the nice drinkability of a smaller beer, that's for sure. Tasty, highly drinkable. What more can you want? Yeah, so 8 out of 10, very good for Firestone-Walker Velvet Merlin. Got some pretty nice lacing on the glass there. And thanks again to Ryan for sending me this beer. I got a bunch more in the fridge, so those will be coming over the next few weeks or so. Thanks for watching this episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.